Did you know one of the most famous fairy tales in the world may actually be based on a real historical tragedy, and the true story is far more disturbing than the version told to children? In the year 1284, in the small German town of Hamelin, life had become unbearable. Rats had overrun the streets, destroying food supplies and spreading disease. Fear grew daily, and desperation made the townspeople willing to trust a stranger. That's when a man appeared, dressed in bright, unusual clothes, carrying a pipe. He promised to solve their problem for a price. With no other options left, the town agreed. When he played his pipe, something unbelievable happened. The rats emerged from every corner, drawn to the sound, following him out of the town and straight into the river where they drowned. The cause was clear. The effect was immediate. Hamelin was free from the plague, but relief turned into greed. When the piper returned to collect his reward, the townspeople refused to pay. Some mocked him. Others shut their doors in his face. In that moment, they had no idea they had just signed their own death warrant. Days later, the piper returned once more. This time, he didn't play for rats. As church bells rang and adults gathered inside, the piper walked through the streets again, playing a different tune. Children began to follow him, one by one, laughing, smiling, completely unaware they were walking away from everything they had ever known. By the time parents noticed, it was too late. The children followed the piper to the edge of town, toward the mountains, and then they vanished. No bodies were found, no screams were heard, no struggle was recorded, just empty streets and unanswered questions. What makes this story chilling is that it wasn't written as a legend. Official town records from Hamelin still exist, stating that on June 26th, 130 children were led out of the town by a piper and never returned. This wasn't a fairy tale ending. It was documented like a mass loss. So, what really happened? Some historians believe the children were sent away during a large migration, forced into dangerous labor settlements in Eastern Europe. Others suggest a plague specifically targeting the young, quietly wiping them out while adults survived. And the darkest theory of all is that a manipulative leader used music, timing, and trust to steal an entire generation in a single day. Over time, the story was softened, rewritten, turned into a moral lesson for children. But the pain remained. Even today, Hamelin has a street where music is forbidden. No singing, no instruments, just silence, as if the town itself is still listening. Because some mistakes don't fade with time. They echo like a distant melody, still calling, long after everyone else has learned to stop listening.